Hi all, this is a part of battery from flashlight. This is the flashlight. The model is Serfas. Okay, probably high quality bicycle flashlights that I got from a friend that has a few complaints. The main complaint is that the battery discharge over the time, so you can't really use it very good. And before I'm doing any change, of course, I am going to check if the complaints, if I agree with it or not, because there is no use to do work and replace the cells if no need. Okay, so this is a plastic that I had to go with Japanese knife in order to cut it, and blah. Okay, I could cut it. It's a lot of work and you should do it very carefully, not to cut the batteries, of course, to discharge, and all the things that you need to do before doing it. Now what I'm going to do is to check. 2 days ago I did measure the battery voltage. I wrote it 7.63. These are 4 cells that are connected, I guess, 2 in parallel, in serial to another 2 in parallel. Yeah, this is how usually this flashlight goes. Maybe not all of them, but usually it's like this. So now we will take and try to measure after 2 days, and the reason is to try to understand if there is really a self-discharge of these cells. So 7.62. 2 days ago it was 7. You see, between 7.62 to 7.63. So I'm not sure that we have a problem with these cells. It can be some mismatch between 2 measure 2 days ago, but let's see how it goes. Okay, so you can see here that we have one entrance to the charger, and also I see that it can charge from USB probably, or maybe this is power out like a power bank. I'm not sure. So I'm not sure if the second connector is to charge or to discharge. By the way, I have a manual, I can check it. I mean, maybe check it later, less important right now. First thing, I want to understand how the batteries work and if we have a problem. So in order to do it, of course I have to cut this nice isolator that keep the cells together, and I guess there is also a BMS inside. Because there are just 2 wires, so there must be a BMS, battery management system, here. So we will cut it, and no other way other than open it in order to understand what is going inside. Oh, by the way, something is written on the battery itself. Yeah, 7.4 volt, which means also 6,600 milliamp hour, which means each cell is 3.3 amp hour. Okay, so now we have almost everything out. I still don't see a BMS, but I'm sure that should be a BMS. Aha! Here we have the BMS. You see, we have a BMS as expected, and we have cells with no name on them. Anyway, I don't see any name. And now what I would like to see first, if the cells are balanced. And the second thing is to try to see if we really have a problem with these cells. So I will need to do some work. Okay, so the work here, not very good, because there are few welds here, very thin, and as expected, two in parallel, because I see I see here positive and positive, and this is negative and negative. Okay, so on the other side we will have the complete, the other way we can see two positive and two negative. So as I have expected, there are two in parallel and disconnected in serial to the second two. Okay, so my assumption was correct. Second thing, I want to check if these cells are balanced. Very easy to do. We'll do it now. And then we will do some more tests in order to decide if there is problem with the cells. So 3.81 and the other two 3.8 or 81. So the cells are very balanced. The condition of the balancing is very, very good. No issue. Now the next thing that I would like to do, I will disconnect them from the BMS, and then I will do a charge and discharge test to each two cells that are connected in parallel. What I should see, of course, is something that is close to what was written on here, where we said, let's see what is written here. Let's see what is written. Yeah, it's written 6,600 milliamp hour and 7.4 volt, which means that each cell is 3.3 amp hour, but if two are in parallel, so I should get 6.6 amp hour, sorry. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is to disconnect the BMS, and yeah, there is a marking here, but anyway, I would like to mark to myself so I will know when I'm getting everything back, where is the positive and where is the negative of this tiny BMS. Yeah, because I need later to get everything back. So we will do some test and then decide what is happening. Maybe my friend keep it on connected, and when it is connected, now I have it on my mind, there is a LED and the LED is consuming power. So if you leave it like this for a long time, so for sure the battery will be discharged, fully discharged. Maybe this is what he did, I'm not sure, really ask him. But first, let's very gently disconnect the BMS and trying not to short anything. So yeah, I'm doing it very, very carefully. Yeah, positive out, and then negative out, and now this cell is fully disconnected. I have to do it very carefully because the cells, as you've seen, 3.8 volt, which means it's almost fully charged. So this battery is danger to do any short. So now we will put it in our meter and fully charge it and discharge, and we will know what is the full capacity. The discharge voltage should be from 4.2 volt maximum charge to 2.5 volt, and then we will know if we have any issue with these cells and need to replace them. Okay, so we'll back soon. Okay, so while charging, I have noticed that the cells is bigger than the regular 18650, and now they are both almost fully charged. What do I mean by almost? It's above, we'll see that it is above 4 volts each of the cells. I will now disconnect the charging. You see 1404, the second is 412. Okay, so I'm now disconnecting the charging, and now we'll start the discharge test. Yeah, so we'll use our guy here, the best guy in town, and we'll connect now the negative here. This is not needed. The positive here, but first we'll connect power. Okay, we can see now the voltage, and we'll do not with high current in order to not have too much losses on the cables. So 1.5 amp, and we will test what is the real capacity. Okay, so we can see that the first two cells 5.27 amp hour, and I did stop it at 3 volt and not at 2.5, and considering that it was not fully charged, if we add about 10%, we can see that we are close to 6.6 amp hour. Now we'll test the other two cells and see what happened. For this I need to reset the capacity and then replace to the 2 second cells. So this will be the positive and this the negative, and we'll go with the same current, 1.5 amp. Okay, let's go with it and see what we have. Okay, so the cutoff of the second two cells, 3 volt, you can see it is 5.12 amp hour, which is about 78% from the rated capacity, and I did not discharge till 2.5 volt, maybe this is the meaning, and I did not charge till 4.2, which means the capacity probably after many years is still very good. But anyway, I will replace the cells because he said that if he leave the battery on the shelf for a long time, it has a self-discharge, which means all the cells have problem, or maybe also the BMS is doing a little discharge, I don't know, but I don't want to mess with it, so I will put new batteries that I have and rebuild this circuit for him. So I will update about the progress.